Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. It is Monday, June 17th. So, the bus is gone. Our client came, had a tow truck show up at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning, met him here. They hauled it off, and I don't know, I haven't heard from him since then. Hopefully his client, who's actually the owner, likes it and is happy with it. Super beautiful bus. I don't know how anyone could not be happy with that. Not sure if the bus is coming back or if our client is just going to finish it himself. Not really sure, so we'll see. But in the meantime, let's talk about what actually happened today. So we got some seals for these from Ghia Parts and Restoration. Finally, I don't know what was their deal with shipping those, but finally got them anyway. And they work 1,000 times better than the seal that we tried before, which was from, let's see, who was that one from? I think that one was from West Coast Metric, but it was, I don't remember if I went into detail on this, but that seal, which is this one here that the window presses against when it closes, the pop out, was really, really stiff. And we could not get the window to close at all. Like even with one of us pushing on the outside of the window and the other one in the car trying to get the latch to kind of pop back, it was just no way. Plus in the corner here, those seals were basically made just straight. And so with the other seals, when you bent them around this corner, they just kind of like buckled and wrinkled in this corner. They looked terrible. It's just unbelievable how awful these things were. So anyway, these seals came from Ghia Parts and Restoration, much softer. We could tell right away, just kind of squeezing them, that they were probably going to work. So sure enough, Rafa went ahead and pulled out that crappy one, installed the one from KGPR today on this side here, and boom, it worked. We were able to close it, and there you go. After we saw that, he went ahead and did the other side over there. And then the owner provided new little chrome buttons and new seals for those. And then, probably hard to see, but the knob right there, he also bought new knobs, which are black. The ones that were in the car were ivory, which didn't really look right. Pretty much everything in this car is black, and so those ivory knobs looked kind of weird in there, but now they're black and they look totally legit. So once the pop-outs are done, that allows you to pretty much adjust everything as far as the door windows and everything. So once the pop-outs were in, Rafa went ahead and did all the fine-tuning on the door windows, made sure that they were sealing properly up here and across the top. On these, unlike a Beetle, of course, since the window is kind of just coming out into space without really a frame around it, there's all kind of adjustments kind of this way and this way all over the place. So there's a lot of alignment that goes into making sure that they're actually like sealing properly around the A pillar and the roof line, and then the B pillar here. This piece, of course, you can kind of move it around a little. So once the door windows were adjusted, then the door panels went on and looking good. So pretty much the interior of this car is now done, except I need to get the little pieces for this. There's kind of a little surround for it, and then there's a little finger guard that goes in there. Need to get those from KGPR. And then, big news for this car, the owner managed to get the pair of impossible to find metal vent covers for these two defroster vents. He got one from somewhere, he got one from somewhere else. I don't even remember. They're kind of ugly now, but they're actually in really nice shape. It's just a little surface rust on them. So we're going to go ahead and have these things sandblasted and powder coated, so they're going to look incredible. And so those go basically like that. And so once these things are blasted and powder coated, we can go ahead and install those. And then once those are in, then finally, lo and behold, the windshield can go in this car. After that, this car is going to be getting really close to being done. So the other thing is the bumpers. Rafa actually started working on the bumpers today. We got some of the hardware and seals, new parts from Ghia Parts and Restoration. So Rafa went ahead and he took, for those of you that are regulars to the channel, I bought a couple bumpers that were really nice, used ones. Got a pretty good price on those. A couple of his bumper parts were actually nicer than what came on those, so we decided to just go ahead and swap parts around and use the nicest of everything. So I think Rafa ended up using, I don't remember for sure, I think he might have used the center towel bar and maybe one of the uprights off the original bumpers, and then everything else was pretty much from the ones that we bought. So that bumper is pretty much ready to go on the car. Probably go ahead and stick it on tomorrow. And then, let's see, and then the back bumper will kind of do the same. Take the best of the bumper that came with the car. And actually, that's the one that came with the car. So if any pieces on that one are better than the bumper that we got, we'll go ahead and swap those out. And then, you know, paint the brackets and stuff like that. And then that one can go on. So pretty much, once the bumpers go on this car and the windshield and hood, then it's just, you know, some little details from there. So this thing is legitimately going to be done here before too long. So that's pretty exciting. So let's talk about what I did today. A couple things, one of which is kind of some big news for the shop, is we actually landed a summer intern. So really nice young man by the name of Jacob, and he's already a Volkswagen enthusiast in high school. He's driving a 56 Beetle that's kind of lowered, and it's got Fuke style wheels on it, Porsche style wheels. And so yeah, he's coming here to do an internship. He'll probably be here maybe 20 hours a week or so for the summer. So the project I gave him was, again, those of you that are regulars to the channel probably remember I bought a Core 36 horsepower motor, which was supposedly a running motor before it was sold. And so I'm going to have Jacob rebuild this motor. So today, his first task on his first day was to start tearing it apart. And he made a lot of progress. So pretty much got it down to the short block. And so you can see here's the heads, pistons and cylinders, intake manifold, so on and so forth. Some boxes of goodies there. So yeah, he doesn't have a lot of experience as a mechanic working on cars, but he's a sharp guy, seems to be a quick learner, and he just dove right in and went to town. And, you know, of course, had some questions here and there, and I pointed out some little tricks. But yeah, so probably tomorrow he's going to come in the afternoon. We'll probably go ahead and split this case and, you know, see how it looks inside, and then start sending parts out for machining and so on. And then he can start going through the carburetor, which other than being dirty looks pretty nice. The fuel pump, which is a correct original German one. That coil's wrong, but I think we probably have a nice one around here. So yeah, some of the tin is missing. This piece of tin's got a big hole and dent in it, so it's probably easier to just use a better one than try and fix that, but we'll see. But anyway, so this motor is his project. And then other than that, he's going to be basically just helping me out. I'll probably let him work on the suspension a little bit under my supervision, or at least, you know, have him watch me and try and learn how to do some of this stuff. We got a couple cars, of course, that are going to be done in paint any day now. And so those are going to need wiring. So I'll probably start teaching him how to do some wiring. And yeah, there's lots to do in the shop, lots to learn. Again, his main project is that motor, which hopefully by the end of the summer is going to be a complete motor done vintage style, vintage classic specialist style. So it's going to look super nice. And we don't have a customer necessarily for that motor yet. So we'll put it on the market and see who bites. But yeah, it's going to look as nice as any of our 36 horsepower motors that we do. So that is it for today, guys. Pretty productive day here. And it's good to kind of be back on these two cars. We haven't really touched them much since we were on a mission to get that 61 Deluxe bus done by the end of the week. So yeah, now we're back to these projects, and potentially we got another couple projects that should be coming in pretty soon, in addition to the cars that should be done soon in paint. So there you go, guys. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll try and keep this interesting. Talk to you later. Bye.